Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 story, Climbing with Cliftonville, with me, Daniel. It's part 17 today and we are back for a chance at a second trophy at the club, just one episode after securing our first. Of course, that was in the Shield against Glentoran. Today, we're getting bigger and better. Firstly though, we've got a Northern Irish Cup quarter-final. That is against Crusaders, one of the professional sides at this level. And then we play Hamilton Academical in your favourite competition and mine, our favourite snack in the world, the TUNNOCKS Caramel Wafer Cup final. So that's going to be a big one. Hamilton surge into the championship title in Scotland. They've got the likes of Keenan Davis from Villa on loan. Who was the other one they had up there? Adam Idar from Norwich. And they've got Lucas Bedger, who those of you that have been long term on the channel will know very well. At Torquay last year, he was a bit of a star as we got to the Premier League. And he's going to be coming up against us potentially. Although he has got a knock now. So whether he recovers, I'm not quite sure. They've got Joe Dodo there, the old Rangers player. And they've got a few other Lone Stars as well. Some of them worth over £1 million. So it's certainly going to be a difficult test. But that's to come in a moment. So if you're looking forward to those two games, please do put a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM20 content, as this series is here every day. Monday to Friday at 4:30, Saturday and Sunday at 1 PM. And we've got weekly live streams on the channel as well. Thank you to everyone that came along yesterday. And I hope you're able to join in next Tuesday at 10 AM. But let's go and get into the first of today's games via the schedule screen so we can see how we've been getting on since our last episode. So of course we won the Shield final. That was on the 19th of January. We've got some transfer news to talk about there, so you might see some unfamiliar names. And there's a big headline score here that sort of told us we're going to win the Danske Bank Premier. So firstly, we beat Ards 2-0 at home. Shotton and Gormley with the goals there as we rotated a little bit. Then, bizarrely out of nowhere, we were on course to be invincible. We hadn't lost a game all season. We'd been winning for about 3 months. And then this happened. 5-1 away to Crusaders on the 30th of January. Daniel Hughes, a former hero from Dungannon with us in FM19, and a Paul Heatley brace. A very strange result and a very strange performance, to be honest. It all looked good after 10 minutes as we took the lead as well. But into February anyway, a 2-1 win away from home, a new scorer on debut, and someone we'll know from the head coach this year. So when we were at Burnley, and we also had a little stint with the Republic of Ireland, Jason Malumbi was a bit of a star for us. And he is here as an absolute superstar. 4 ability, 5 potential, 1,000 a week on loan. We've had to go big for this one. But what a player we've secured. 2 goals and an assist from 3 starts. And he has been a revelation at the club. Irish under-21 international and a brilliant footballer. So he got the crucial winner in that game, and it made just the impact we needed after that Crusaders defeat. Against Coleraine in the Irish Cup, it was Joe Gormley with a brace and Russian Hepburn Murphy again. A 4-0 win at Institute, young Connor Crawford with 2 goals, Nathan Austin and Noah Daly for a heavily rotated team. And that was because we had St Mirren's reserves in the TUNNOCKS Caramel Wafer Cup semi-final. Joe Gormley nicking a 92nd minute second, and we still nearly managed to get a grandstand finish. Dylan McCanday with the first there, a brilliant goal, and we make our way through to the final, which we'll play today. But then, the big moment, the result that told me we are going to win the title. We were miles clear because of other sides going wrong, but we beat our bogey side Ballymena, and I don't think we can call them a bogey side anymore. 7-1. Now, I don't want to get too excited about this, because as you may notice here, when they went down to 10 men in the 47th minute, it was 1-1, and Joe Gormley had equalised just before the break. After the red card, we got goals from Hepburn Murphy, Daly, Malumbi, and 3 more from Gormley. So I don't know whether to say that's got rid of all the demons because it was a 7-1 win, or do I have to look at it as they'd still held us until we managed to get like 11v10? Because that's something that worries me. But still a great result. And then a 4-0 win at Coleraine. Gormley with 2. Connor Johnson with a rare goal from the back. And Hepburn Murphy in yet again. That leaves us miles clear. With 6 games to go, we have a 17-point advantage. And he just 1 more to wrap up the title. So that we know is going to happen now. We're not going to focus on the league because we've already done the job. We're going to mark that as a guaranteed trophy. And we'll just wait for it to happen. And it should be before the league split, which is great. Ben Alnwick, of course, top of the clean sheets list. We've got Hepburn Murphy and Gormley in the top 3 league scorers, and Hepburn Murphy 3rd on assists as well. So that is a really good sign. A fantastic title push. Linfield have thrown it away. I mean, they didn't lose 8 games all of last season. Larne obviously had that shocking spell which led to Havering being sacked. But otherwise, I think we've deserved it this year, but it's just because others have underperformed, so I'm not going to get too excited about the outcome. But let's go and get into the first of today's games. Crusaders away from home in the Irish Cup quarter-final, and we have thankfully got just about our first 11 available, although there's a couple of positions where people are knocking at the door. Ben Anick is out of contract at the end of this season, and we're thinking about whether to replace him or not, and Connor Crawford is now matching Joe Gormley. So we're just keeping an eye out for the personality change, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that Joe Gormley is going to be out of the team soon and possibly looking for a new club this summer. But that's the 11 and 18, so we've got Anick in goal, Burke and Wilson the fullbacks with Johnson and Shotton in the middle, Malumbi and Edser in central midfield, McCanday and Middleton on the wings, and Gormley and Hepburn Murphy up front. With the exception of Malumbi, no other signings into the club and just one reserve player who left on a free. He's gone to H&W Welders, which seems to be a common move here. But into the Crusaders game we go, and let's see if we can bring up a similar performance. We've certainly been scoring goals for fun. We'd love that to continue. And it's a back three for Crusaders. I wonder what Callum Nicholl's thinking. The man who rejected us at the start of this game. I mean, he's still earning more than most of our squad. He's probably not that disappointed. But he's been in the bottom half ever since. So I'm sure it will be interesting for him. But we're going to tell the lads to prove a point. We've got a real good chance here. With the league basically wrapped up. We've already got the Shield done. We've got a chance here in the Irish Cup to get to the last four. Although Larne and Linfield and Ballymena are still in. There's two third division sides as well. One of them, Donegal Celtic, beating Ballymena. And then we've also got the TUNNOCKS Caramel Wafer Cup final, which will be coming up in the second half of this episode. And that's the one I'm most excited about. I've got a bit of a soft spot for that competition. As Burke puts it in, Johnson beaten to it by the keeper. And we nearly got a lead, just as we were talking about our favourite snack. But here comes O'Neill with a goal kick. No end to the highlight. And this is something that's annoying me. I forgot to mention it last time. Every time we play Crusaders, they play in red and we play in red. And we've both got an away kit. We've both got different colours. And I'm not sure why it keeps happening. So it's one of those little glitches. I wish you could choose the kits. As Heatley's in again. And for the second time in 2 months, Crusaders are causing us a bit of a trouble. So 5-1 last time after we took the lead. And now Heatley scored again to put us behind. That's a little bit of a worry. O'Neill playing out to Byers again. I just want to check the stats. They've been dominant, and it seems this back three is a struggle for us. Is it going to be our new Ballymena again? A back three, but with a slightly different attacking force. And you can see again, we're getting a bit overrun in the middle. Though Steele picks it up now to Hale. He's got two over on the right. We're defending well, but we've lost our shape there. It's out to Burns on the right, and this is problematic. Burns back to Nickel. We don't want him to score. Into Heatley. Anick off the line. It's Heatley again, and we're holding him up so far. Into Owens. Down to Burns. It's 2. Oh, it's 2. We have big problems. We're going positive. We're going to ask for some passion. But I've got a feeling, just as we were talking about winning 4 competitions, we're about to go flying and crashing out of one. As Heatley puts it in back post to Owens. What on earth is happening? We've got a new bogey team, everyone. Crusaders 3, Cliftonville 0. We won our last 2 games 11-1 on aggregate. And Crusaders, without 5-1 win, they've just got something over us. And it seems like bogey teams is the way forward here. This is going to take some fight back. Toby Edser from the left. Into McCanday. There's 1. 32 minutes on the clock. We have got one back. And we have given our team a 3-goal head start to catch back from. And it's going to be hard work. But we've given ourselves a sniff. As Ben Anick takes the goal kick. Long down the left towards Middleton. Chance to flick on. It falls for Toby Edser. Left back is Ryan Burke. Long over the top. Hepburn Murphy in behind. 2 in the box if he can find them. Goes back to Edser instead. Burke overlapping on the left. Gets to the byline. Back to Edser again. Chance to deliver. McCanday's there. He's got 2. Dylan McCanday, 2 in 4 minutes. And we are now back within 1 goal of Crusaders. Dylan McCanday stepping up to the party. And we now need 1 more to get back on terms. And bizarrely, we're back halfway through a corner being delivered. Toby Edser puts it in. Why the highlight didn't start when the corner got crossed, I don't know. But halfway through we see it. And within 8 minutes of going 3-0 down, we are back to 3-3. What a fantastic turnaround. What a result. What an outcome. And at half-time, it is Crusaders 3, Cliftonville 3. You can't accuse me of not giving entertainment here. Let's go and tell the lads we're pleased with that second half of the first half. We want them to keep it up. We want them to be playing well. And we're going to say that you're playing well. I don't know how we're not winning. A smash at the keyboard tells them that there's still that gutsy determination. And with 5 gone in the second half, we are thoroughly back on top. And we're back as Kane Wilson gets the ball on the right hand side, an attacking position to Dylan McCanday, who gives it away, and now it's long downfield. And we've been left 2-on-2 again. This is a concern as Heatley's got in. We've got to save this. Ben Anick does. So I'm going to drop Ryan Burke to fullback on defend. Kane Wilson can be a fullback on support. I just want to make sure that at the back we've got more than 2-on-2 because that seems to be where we're getting caught. An hour on the clock, it is still 3-3 and Crusaders back on the front foot. As Heatley picks it up, has been a constant menace today, and it's blocked by McCanday. Joe Gormley doesn't even chase it for some reason. Hepburn Murphy's had a poor game, and it's just a moment before he springs into life, and that's what we need at the moment. Malumbi on a booking, we'll keep an eye on that, as Ryan Burke gets it on the left. Up towards Middleton. Hepburn Murphy running off him, but Middleton's pass is poor and blocked. Falls for Edser though. To Ryan Burke, to Edser. Up to Middleton. Take him on, Willie. He doesn't. He goes back to Burke. We're just keeping the ball well at the moment. No real pressure to get forward quick. And then Toby Edser gives it away. Dallied in possession. It's a little bit arrogant, that. As Hale runs through, there's no challenge at all. Johnson just stopped running. So intent on marking his man that he did not close the ball down. And we're lucky that the shot was poor in the end. So let's make some changes. Gormley's going to be replaced. That will be Connor Crawford coming on. In central midfield, Malumbi by Galbraith. That's something we've done a few times this year, and we're going to be doing that more for the rest of this season. And at right back, Kane Wilson will be replaced by Connor McDermott. Someone who knows this level very well, and he'll be a fullback on defend just to protect our back four as well. And he's got a throw in here on the right hand side. His first action on the pitch. McCanday's cross is blocked. O'Rourke will bring it away. And somehow we've still ended up with a 2-on-2. The fullbacks haven't got back quick enough. Ryan Burke eventually recovers, but we're lucky he was held up there. As the ball goes back to Owens on the centre circle. Into O'Rourke on the left wing. Back to Steele. And Crusaders keeping it comfortably. We've got that 2-on-2 if we can get away as well. But it doesn't look good as Hale picks it up. 25 yards out, unmarked to Owens. And shot and intercepts and clears. Hepburn Murphy gives it away though. He's had a really bad game. Not quite sure where that's come from for him. Burns on the right wing though. Chance to get to the byline. Middleton intercepts. He can't get it clear though. Goes back to Burke. A great game of football if nothing else. We can't argue about the quality of the teams. As Hepburn Murphy beats his man. Is this the moment he bursts into life? Hepburn Murphy left side of the box. Into McCanday. And Dylan McCanday with a hat-trick. He has not scored many this year. Just 8 in 26 games. And he has turned up with a hat-trick on the big stage. The 19-year-old, an absolute superstar. And it is Cliftonville 4 away at Crusaders who have 3. What a comeback this is. Donegal Celtic beating Ballymena 3-1. Dungannon Swifts beating Larne. So it looks like us all infield for the title. But we've got to hold on. 12 minutes remaining. Burns goes back to the keeper for Crusaders. Good football so far from them. And O'Neill's playing out from the back as he has done so often. Gives it to Hegarty. To Nickel. Someone we don't want to cause trouble against us, particularly after rejecting us right at the start of this series. Nickel gets it wide to Owens. On the right hand side, he's got Hale overlapping. We need pressure on, and Middleton does brilliantly. He's really helped out his fullback there. Burke clears downfield, and it falls in the middle for Galbraith. Great tackle to Hepburn Murphy. Beats his man to it. Now he's charging at the back 3. Beats 2. Oh, he tried to thread it through for Crawford. He was probably better going alone. And now Owens is in, and shot and stopped. Why has shot and stopped? Owens goes wide on the right. It is a frantic game of football. Burke gets it away to Middleton. And we are in a position now where anyone could score 2 goals in 2 minutes here. Hale picks it up on halfway. And I have never in FM20 seen a game quite as frantic as this. Clark in on the left-hand side. Good tackle, McDermott. It is end-to-end stuff. What a game of football. What a cup tie. No fan can argue with this performance. We're going to drop to balanced. We're going to demand more. And with 4 minutes of added time on, we're going to time waste. We're going to drop the tempo. And we're going to make sure that we hold on for this result. Because this is a crucial moment in our season. And a chance for us to really escalate the pace at which we grow here. And on the left-hand side is Middleton with a free kick into Hepburn Murphy. And in the 91st minute, he wraps the game up. Crusaders 3, Cliftonville 5. And that shows the quality we've got. Half an hour in, 3-0 down, thinking we're out of the cup. And we have won this match 5-3 with a sublime comeback. Dylan McCanday's hat-trick, Edser and Hepburn Murphy with 1. And we tell the lads we're pleased we're in the next round as we go in to the TUNNOCKS Caramel Wafer Cup final. We'll be back the next midweek for that one, a 10-day rest now. And we'll see if we can beat the Scottish Championship champions in waiting. Hamilton Academical next up. We'll be back for that in a minute. We're back for Hamilton Academical. We'll get to the team news in a minute ahead of the TUNNOCKS Caramel Wafer Cup final. However, we have also had an early youth intake this year. And the reason we can fit it in today's episode is because it is atrocious. No real standout players. The best is Eric Mooney, who has 1-star ability, 2.5 potential. And he's going to be a very average right back at this level with a fickle personality. So not worth getting too excited about. We've also got third tier Donegal Celtic in the semi-final of the Irish Cup, so we'll be hoping for one more final this year. As we go to Hamilton, being played at Rydale Park, which is the home of Gretna 2008. And Willie Collins the referee, so a Scottish ref, a big game, and in 3 days' time, we could be winning the Premiership as well. But the team news, Hepburn Murphy has blisters. He is listed as not quite fit today, but you know what I'm like. He is going to be playing. We'll praise his conduct to get him a bit happier. And we're going to make sure he starts this final. So it's the same 11 that started the last game, with the exception of Glenn Middleton, who is cup tied. McMenamin in for him on the left weakens the team, but nothing we can do. And then onto the bench comes Craig Story. But let's go and get into this. It's pretty much the same team. And we've just got to hope that we can cause a shock, because Hamilton will definitely be the better side. So Lucas Bedger does play at the back. Keenan Davis, Ida, Holland, all in the team. It's a really good side. So let's just go and get into it. We might get overrun, we might lose the match, but there's nothing like throwing ourselves at it. So let's go and prove a point. Let's go and get into the first half. And let's just see if we can cause a shock. Nothing was expected in this one, and now we've got a showpiece event in Scotland. Didn't expect that in Season 2. And with 7 minutes gone, the first thing we see is a Ryan Burke throw right in an attacking position. Back to Toby Edser, who can cross. McCanday's there, the hero last week. Cuts inside on his left. Oh, just wide of the far post. Dylan McCanday has found a purple patch here. Truman clears long downfield. McCanday intercepts again. He's like Wonder Man at this point. Up to Edser. Onto the right to Kane Wilson. Into Malumbi. The Irish international gets it wide. That's brilliant. Cheeky little flick as well. Kane Wilson delivers. Bedger heads away. Hoof downfield. There's the John Smith's advert there. And Connor Johnson mops up. Gets it long downfield down the right. McCanday first there again to Wilson. 2 inside of him, but instead skins the fullback and tries to flick it over. But it's intercepted to McMahon. And it comes down the field to Holland. Really good football from both sides so far. Both look confident. Both look like they're well clear in their respective leagues. But Hamilton, of course, superior fitness, professional, and a much bigger club. As Adam Idar gets it in, back to Jankovic, and it's a good save. A bigger club in terms of their reputation, just because of the country they play in. And they will be back in the SPL next year on here. So we've got to make sure that we compete with that. We've got a fan base, we've got loads of support, and we've got a good young team. And McGowan gets a booking for a deliberate foul. A deliberate handball, was it? Sorry. And with 15 gone, it remains 0-0. Half time then, Hamilton had more of the chances, more of the possession, but no real highlights to threaten. So as a result, 0-0 is a really good outcome for us. We've done so well so far. We're going to go out and do it for the fans. A couple looking confident, but this is going to be an uphill battle. The further we can take it, the better chance we've got. Penalties, arguably our best shout. But it's Hamilton coming forward on the left now. They will have got to kick up the backside at half-time. And young Coombs has run the length just into the near side netting. Tried to catch the keeper Ben Anick out, but he manages to deal with it. And he clears long down the right-hand side. Joe Gormley going up, flicks it on. Hepburn Murphy there. And if he was fully fit, it'd probably be a slightly different game. But it's not, and he's struggling. The long ball finds Keenan Davis. He holds it up well. Back to midfield for Hamilton and into Adam Idar. Out to the right-hand side. It's McGowan who crosses it in. Idar's there. Brilliant save. Did it touch the post first? Did it hit the keeper? I'm not quite sure, but either way it stayed out. It's an out-swinging delivery from Holland. Lucas Bedger heads over. And our former Torquay hero from FM19 not getting one on us today. An hour on the clock, and I've got to think about Hepburn Murphy coming off here, because he really is struggling. Burke gets there. Keenan Davis, already on a yellow, slid in there, could have been a foul. Edser back to Burke. 2 in the middle, can cut it back as well. Falls for McMenamin. Oh, it's not quite cleared yet. Malumbi gets away the clearance, finds McCanday. Malumbi again out to Wilson. Edge of the box on the right, beats his man, he's in one-on-one. Kane Wilson straight at the keeper. Oh, it was a great chance. Either side or just laid it across, but he went for glory and it didn't work out. Idar loses the header and it falls for young Coombs. And now Adam Idar's in at the other end. He's hit the post to the outside of it and it's gone just wide. But what a game this is turning into now. The second half is coming to life. And with 20 left, we'll think about changes. And we're back as Hamilton have the ball at right back. McGowan forward to Keenan Davis. Holds it up and finds young Coombs into the box. 2 up with him. Cuts it back to Holland. And that's 1-0. Oh, it's such a shame. We were always going to get caught out later on. It's professional v semi-pro. It's the lack of fitness. It's the lack of quality. So Noah Daly will come on. Pace on the right wing. McCanday switches over to the left. And what else can we do? Hepburn Murphy, I think he has to come off. Or do we take Gormley off? Let's take Gormley. It's going to be Connor Crawford for him. And then at left back, Ryan Burke. I've got no one to bring on. So I think it will have to be Toby Edser. He's on a yellow and he's replaced by Ethan Galbraith. 1-0 to Hamilton, 20 to go. Let's see if we can nick an equaliser. But it looks more likely that the home side will get a second, or at least home in terms of nation. Keenan Davis offside, or it's out for a goal kick via the bar. But it's all the pressure from the Scottish team here. And if we're not careful, this could be 2 or 3. What we are going to do, though, with 5 left is go attacking. We're going to be more expressive. We're going to try and get in behind. We've got 5 minutes to save our cup final dream. So let's go for it. Let's throw everything at them. Lucas Bedger with a free kick over, though. Cunningham on the right for Hamilton. 90 seconds plus stoppages. It's into Holland. He heads just over. Kane Wilson was completely beaten there. 3 minutes on. I think that's it. Unfortunately, we have lost in my favourite competition. Hamilton Academical win 1-0. And it is not going to be a second trophy to save. So only the treble possible now. We've still got Linfield to come potentially in the final of the Irish Cup. But the league should be wrapped up next time we're back. So that is good money in the pot. Another £12,500. Hamilton win the final. A really good performance from them. They deserve all of the credit in the world for it. But if we go and have a look at the schedule for when we'll next be back, we won't be able to see yet from here. We've got Glentoran in the final game before the league split, and then Donegal Celtic in the Irish Cup semi-final. But we will be back for the end of the league season, the final game, the crowning with the trophy, and hopefully an Irish Cup final as well. What a way it could be to finish if we can wrap up a domestic treble. We'll then be turning our focus to the summer and trying to recruit, trying to get quality in for the next European campaign. So if you're looking forward to all of that, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM20 content from this series. And our latest championship predictions will be over on the podcast channel today. So please do go and check that one out as well. We're growing really quickly. We're having a great time. But thank you very much for watching as always and your continued support with the series. I hope you're still enjoying it as much as I am. And I'll see you next time as we try to get more trophies in.